One act is about to win $1 million.
Imagine that you have been working toward a goal that has seemed unattainable for more than 20 years, and then all of a sudden, the entire world takes notice of you. One viral moment can completely transform a person's life, and the story of Richard Goodall is a captivating example of how this can happen. Richard, who was no more than a simple janitor from Terre Haute, Indiana, was catapulted into the spotlight and quickly became an inspiration for millions of people. However, the path that led him to fame was anything but typical. As a result of years of dedication and perseverance, Richard was able to rise to the top. Despite the fact that he had always had a passion for music, life had led him down a different path. Despite the fact that he worked as a janitor at Chauncey Rose Middle School for a period of 23 years, music never left his soul.
These streets, a loaded 6-string on my back. I played for keeps, but I might not make it back.
The singing janitor quickly became a beloved figure at the school.
At first, his talent was recognized and appreciated by both the students and the faculty at the school, where he was known as Mr. Richard. Richard would amaze the audience with his heartfelt renditions of songs such as "God Bless the USA" during special events such as Veterans Day celebrations. His voice could frequently be heard reverberating through the halls of the building. Suddenly, the moment arrived that would forever alter everything. Richard was given the suggestion to perform the hit song "Don't Stop Believin'" by Journey in 2022 when the school was hosting an event. It had always been a song that had a strong emotional impact on him. His performance was captured on video by a teaching assistant who then, on the spur of the moment, decided to upload it to TikTok. It only took a few hours for the video to go viral, and before long, millions of people were listening to Richard's voice.
From Terre Haute, Indiana. I've lived in Terre Haute my whole life.
The course of his life had taken a major and unexpected turn. People were mesmerized by his voice, and the attention continued to grow at such a rapid pace that it eventually reached the producers of America's Got Talent. The janitor, who had previously only performed for school events, was now given the opportunity to try out for a role on one of the most prestigious stages in the world. While Richard was standing in front of judges Simon Cowell, Sofia Vergara, Heidi Klum, and Howie Mandel on the day of his audition, it was impossible to deny that he was experiencing nerves. However, his talent was also undeniable. When he performed "Don't Stop Believin'," the audience and the judges were completely captivated by his performance. Richard was immediately sent to the live shows after Heidi Klum, who was overcome with emotion, pressed the golden buzzer. Confetti began to fall from the sky, signaling a significant turning point in his life. Nevertheless, Richard did not lose his sense of reality as his star began to rise. In spite of the fact that he had never forgotten his origins, he was just getting started on his journey. Throughout the course of the live performances, the residents of Terre Haute, a relatively small town, came together to support Richard. There were watch parties, and everyone cheered for their hometown hero through the entire event. On the other hand, Richard's journey was not only about his voice, it was also about the perseverance and determination that had carried him through years of quiet struggle. His meteoric rise to fame served as a ray of light for anyone who had ever contemplated achieving something greater in life. There was an immediate influx of record labels, which followed the arrival of numerous offers to perform from all over the country. There were opportunities presented to Richard to create something that he had always dreamed of doing, which was to create a music album. The songs on his debut album, Believe Again, included both original compositions and cover versions of songs, one of which was "Don't Stop Believin'." His long journey from obscurity to fame was represented by it, and it was a reflection of the dreams that had kept him going for such a long period of time. The fact that he was invited to perform at the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville, which is widely considered to be one of the most iconic stages in the history of music, was one of the most significant highlights of his new career. It was a moment that Richard had only ever imagined he would experience, and that moment was the audience giving him a standing ovation. For him, it was not just about receiving recognition. Rather, it was about demonstrating that extraordinary things are something that can be accomplished regardless of where one begins. Despite the fact that fame was knocking on his door, Richard never forgot where he came from. He continued to pay his hometown of Terre Haute visits, maintaining a strong connection to the community that had fostered his development. He even established the Believe In Fund, which is a scholarship program that is intended to assist students from Chauncey Rose Middle School who have aspirations of pursuing a career in music but do not have the financial means to do so. For Richard, his success was not just about himself. Rather, it was about motivating the next generation of people who dream big with their dreams. A strong advocate for arts education, he traveled all over the country to encourage students to pursue their dreams, regardless of the challenges they may encounter. He also became a strong advocate for arts education. His message struck a chord with a great number of young people because he has personal experience that dreams do not have to be extinguished with the passage of time. Imagine that you have been working toward a goal that has seemed unattainable for more than 20 years, and then in an instant, the entire world starts paying attention to you. This is the captivating story of Richard Goodall, who went from being an unnoticed janitor in a small town to becoming a symbol of hope for millions. With one viral video, his world was completely transformed, and his journey serves as a reminder of the power of perseverance and how one moment can change everything. Richard's rise to fame wasn't the typical Hollywood story of immediate success or overnight stardom in the traditional sense. His story was one of slow-burning dedication, where his love for music never wavered, even as he worked as a janitor at Chauncey Rose Middle School in Terre Haute, Indiana. For 23 years, while sweeping floors and ensuring the school ran smoothly, Richard nurtured his passion for music in the background. Though life had led him down an unexpected road, music never left his heart. His perseverance and humility carried him through, even when it seemed that his dream of performing on a big stage might never come true. His talent was initially recognized not by music executives or scouts, but by the students and staff who walked the halls of Chauncey Rose. They affectionately referred to him as Mr. Richard, and he would stun audiences with his emotional renditions of songs like God Bless the USA during school events, such as Veterans Day celebrations. His voice was a hidden treasure, resonating through the school halls but far from the larger world that would eventually discover him. Even when they appear to be out of reach for a considerable amount of time, dreams can come true, as demonstrated by the story of Richard Goodall, who went from being a janitor to becoming a star on America's Got Talent. It is a testament to the power of resiliency, the strength of community, and the belief that no dream is too big or too far away that he has traveled this path. We at Royal Vault are extremely proud to continue following Richard's story, and we couldn't be more pleased about it. The incredible journey that he has taken has won the hearts of millions of people, and as we watch him take advantage of new opportunities, we can't wait to see what the future holds for him. So, what are your thoughts on the story that Richard told? Have you been motivated to believe that anything is possible as a result of it? Please share your thoughts with us in the comments section, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Richard is not yet finished with his journey, and we will be right here following each step of his journey.